Imagine this, an international client of mine and an American company sign a huge contract together. The international company plans an elaborate celebration with gifts. When the American company hears of all it entails, they turn down the invitation. They're afraid that their attendance will be considered accepting a bribe. The client is mortified. He arranged for company executives and dignitaries to attend, so he could even lose his job if they cancel. The American company is up against a possible legal infraction if they go. Would you know how to save this deal?
Imagine this, a group of international engineers and their families are working in the US. Just when they start to get comfortable and begin making friends and get adjusted, they feel as though their American colleagues start acting really rude to them, and they have no idea why. The expats become so frustrated and annoyed that they're ready to pack up and go home. The Americans, on the other hand, are completely shocked to hear this since they consider the engineers new friends. Now, both sides are offended and hurt, and you have to try to convince them to stay and work together. Would you know what to do?
Imagine this, a CFO in an international French-based company has an issue to resolve that is costing the company thousands of dollars per day. So he puts his international team to work to solve the problem. On a conference call with the French team, he is told that they need more time to analyze the possible solutions and that major changes have to be made to the project to move it forward. But right at that moment, an American team member rushes in. They have just created the perfect solution. In a split second, he has to decide whether to honor his American team's problem-solving skills or honor the French team's working style. Would you know what to do?
These are examples of things that can happen all the time. But imagine instead being confident and successful in any intercultural situation without frustration, embarrassment, or the high cost of broken relationships.
If you work globally, you probably know this feeling, being completely misunderstood because no one understands why you do the things you do. Or you're working with people whose actions and attitudes just don't make sense to you.
Right, or feeling lost because you have no idea how to negotiate effectively, or even how to resolve a conflict because you don't understand what caused it in the first place.
Most people assume that as long as everyone is more or less speaking the same language and you dodge social problems and mistakes, you'll be fine. But that's not the answer.
No, the real solution is to develop the mindset and behaviors that bring clarity to unclear cultural situations. This will impact your bottom line and your success.
I'm Desiree Beauchamp, and this is Kim Carroll. And we started Catalyst Intercultural to provide the tools and training to bring cultural understanding, solve problems, and create lasting change.
To me, culture is completely fascinating, but we both know from experience that it can also be completely frustrating. Why? Well, because culture is mostly invisible, and how can you address something that you don't even know is part of the equation?
In today's world of international transactions, not addressing, or even worse, not even being aware of how culture affects the outcome can leave you vulnerable, and it leaves your employees frustrated, and it leads to the loss of money and time and talent.
Like what? Well, for your company, it can look like not gaining new global acquisitions or losing clients, like losing employees, extending timelines, and missed opportunities overall.
Internally, it can mean things like ineffective teams, wasted time and effort, miscommunications, and having to cope with the expensive wastefulness of just failed expat assignments.
We can help with this. Besides just fixing these issues, we can provide the cultural skills to be the catalyst to take your organization to the next level.
Our clients see a higher and more consistent ROI in international projects, more functional and efficient teams, and increased cost savings across the board.
Not to mention higher worker satisfaction and retention, and better problem-solving skills overall. Remember, it's not the company that goes global, it's people who do. It's people who feel the anxiety and the culture shock. It's people who cope with the stress of relocating their families on an expat assignment. It's people who get in sticky cultural situations. So It's people who need the tools and strategies to thrive in a cross-cultural environment.
We at Catalyst Intercultural have worked with culture and language for over 15 years. We have developed a step-by-step process that works as a catalyst to bring cross-cultural understanding so that you and your employees can thrive anywhere on the globe.
Go beyond the surface with us and develop the tools and the strategies to build relationships, create business synergies, and navigate cultural situations with confidence and with ease. We have on-site and online training and coaching packages that will transform how you work interculturally.
You can get started right now by scrolling to the bottom of the homepage on our website and signing up. First, you get free instant access to our valuable e-workbook that gives you solutions so that you can immediately begin upgrading your cross-cultural success.
Next, you'll receive a gorgeous reminder of intercultural skills for your workspace. And finally, you'll receive updates on available training and coaching packages to meet your specific needs.
Here's to your intercultural success. We can't wait to help you and your team make a smooth and profitable transition abroad.